Hey guys, welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. I am here again with Katie.
Hello.
And we are going to continue. Miles dodged getting kicked behind the knee, and crumpling to the ground. But, yeah, it seems like Gummy knows little 10-year-old K. How does he know little 10-year-old K? Why is he covering for little 10-year-old K? Why is Kay being super scrappy and adorable, besides the fact that she's Kay? Let's find out. Yeah, okay, it auto-saved us at her RAR, which he already did. Look at her little bounce dough.
She ready to fight.
Oh, she go scrap.
Mortal Kombat!
Dun 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 dun.
Sorry.
Never be sorry. Not for that. Okay, I just realized we had to finish him. Okay. I realized, Mira may have already told you this, but I realized that my Kara's spine, oh my god. I realized that my Manfred von Karma voice upon re-listening to prepare for this case sounded a little bit like a poor man's Mortal Kombat announcer. And I didn't realize it had permeated my psyche that much. Because I didn't even play Mortal Kombat as a kid. That would be Katie.
Yep.
So, yeah. That's a thing. But yeah, let's find out what Kay wants. Look at her ready to go.
She's ready to throw down. She will.
Oh yeah, she will. That 10-year-old's gonna beat the shit out of you, Miles. Also, forgive me if I get a little silly. I have a thing full of cider and whiskey and, not hard cider, regular apple cider and cinnamon whiskey, and, it's my new sippy cup. It has ghosties on it, but it's not a sippy cup, it's a fucking mason jar.
I need to get that mixture.
Whoa, just that combination of things?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yes. And now then, Kay.
She's like a stray cat.
I wonder if I should feed her something.
Take that!
Num num. Hey, I promise to give this to you if you calm down.
Oh, a Swiss roll.
It really belongs to you though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was saving it for Daddy.
My heart. Oh. Oh my. Your father, he's... Ah, don't you say another word, pal. She doesn't know yet.
Thanks for watching out for me, Gummy. I already know about Daddy. I overheard the guards talking about how Daddy, he's not here anymore.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't protect him. Okay.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna.
It's all right. Let it all out. Your father just passed away after all. I, myself, was also involved in a case at this courthouse when I was a young child. A case in which my father, who was a defense attorney, passed away. All of my dreams of becoming a lawyer were crushed into fine ash on that nightmarish day. Even now, the wound festers deep in the depths of my soul.
Ever since that incident, I've dedicated myself to locking away every criminal I can. And now, to have this happen right in front of me. This child, I feel a certain shared fate, a common bond between us.
Miles Edgeworth, what sort of gentleman are you? Are you just going to stand there and watch a lady cry?
Ah, you're right. I'm sorry about that. Kay, here, how about we use this handkerchief and dry your little eyes? Oh my god, that was amazing. You fucking committed.
I committed.
This is also one of the best CGs.
I should also be committed, but
Oh, my cravat! Don't blow your nose on that!
I feel better now. Thanks.
Well, I suppose that is what matters. Ugh. This was going to be my debut cravat. Oh. There's snot on it. Ugh. Okay. Are you going to be alright?
Yep, I'm already alright.
Somehow I highly doubt that, but I'm not going to push it.
I promise, Daddy, I'd never cry in front of strangers.
Toddlers in their own ecosystem. Please watch that cravat.
they are.
They really are. Poor Miles.
And you're a good kid, aren't you, Kay? You always keep your promises, right?
That's right. Even if I can't see Daddy anymore, I'm still gonna keep my promises.
You're a very brave girl, Kay.
You're a very good child to keeping a promise you made to your papa.
These two are 3 years apart, by the by.
One was just forced to grow up
Yep.
very quickly.
Yep.
Yay.
It's around the same age gap as Maya and Mia. Maya and Mia were 4 years apart, I believe. If I'm recalling correctly.
There's like a 10-year gap between
Oh,
them.
is there?
Yeah.
Oh my god, there
Maya-
is. Yeah.
She was 17 to Mia's
Who
27.
the fuck am I thinking of? I'm thinking of...
Don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. It'll come back to me.
I was like, maybe some siblings later on? I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
I'll even testify that you didn't cry, just for you. Thank you very much, lady. Ah. It's nothing. I'm only telling the truth after all.
It would appear that because her father was a respected prosecutor, Francisca is sympathetic to Kay's feelings.
No, Miles, that's not why.
She's just better with children.
Also, she loves her father and she understands not being able to really communicate with her father.
Yep.
Kay is 10. Here, in this flashback. She is 10. She's 17 in the game. In both games, because they take place, like, a week apart.
Pretty much.
Like, both games take place within the span of 3 weeks for Miles. It's ridiculous. So yeah, Kay is 10 here and Franzi is 13.
Kay, what kind of a person was your father?
Daddy was a hero of justice. His job was to catch all the bad people in the world.
So to you, a prosecutor is a hero of justice, huh? I suppose we are in a sense, as we are the ones who seek guilty verdicts for criminals.
Plus, you know what? Whenever I came to the courthouse, Daddy would buy me an absolute favorite treat, Swiss rolls.
Oh?
I want to be a hero of justice someday, just like Daddy. So I've been working really hard.
I see. And what have you been working hard on?
I've been working hard to keep all the promises Daddy and I made together.
A promise notebook. May I take a look inside, Kay?
Sure, okay.
It appears to be an exchange diary of sorts between father and daughter. Mr. Faraday's writing conveys a sense of the kind of man he was. This little notebook just might come in handy later. Promise notebook data jotted down. Thank you for showing it to me, Kay. I hope you'll continue to work hard and become a hero just like your father.
I'm gonna try.
Hey, Kay, so I'm a detective that catches the bad people, right? That makes me a hero, too.
Yeah, you're really cool too, Gummy.
Yeah, aren't I, Kay?
What is with the two of them?
I had down verdicts of justice, so that makes me a hero, too.
Yes, and thanks to your oh-so-heroic testimony, you almost painted the detective as a vile criminal and sent him to jail.
I'm really sorry about that.
Gummy is not a bad man, okay?
That poor judge. He's been treated like a vile criminal rather than a hero of justice. It appears that you and Detective Gumshoe are good friends, Kay.
Yeah, we're friends.
In that case, would you mind telling me a little more about him? So I take it that you ran into Detective Gumshoe earlier.
Yep. I was on my way to see Daddy when I saw Gummy standing there. He was standing in the hallway, staring really hard at the vending machine, so I said,
And when was this?
huh? Before everything got crazy?
How long were the two of you together?
We only talked for a little while. And then we went our own ways.
That's right, pal. Kay and I only talked for a little while, and that's it.
Oh, which means... We have now confirmed that Kay was in the hallway during the recess, isn't that right?
You got me!
I told you to stop picking on Gummy, mister.
Very well then. I'll just have to speak with the good detective in private later.
Yeah, she goes to kick him for a third time, I'm sure.
I'll kick you in the shin this time.
Were you the one who bought this pack of Swiss rolls, Kay?
Well... I didn't really have a lot of money. And I somehow made $1 out of all the pennies and quarters I had. But it still wasn't enough, and I really, really wanted one.
Daddy-daughter self-defense, she knows where to kick. Yeah, she do.
Come to think of it, she did come and ask me to exchange a handful of change for $1. And that's when you came and asked me to change your money, correct?
Yeah. Thanks so much for doing that, mister.
Sure. But let me ask you, even with that $1, you still didn't have enough, correct?
Well, that's why...
Hey, if you bully Kay anymore, I'm gonna have to arrest you, pal.
Need I remind you that you're one already under arrest?
Yow!
I sense that Kay is going to be less than forthcoming with this question.
And a whip?
It's a riding crop. No, you...
I want one.
You should not have one.
But I want one. Anyway, I'm sorry about your ruffly thing.
Yes, well, now that it's positively drenched in your nasal mucus. Don't worry, Kay. I have a spare. So here, you can have this one. Fucking the only time Miles is ever good with children ever.
But Daddy said, never take things from strangers.
Ah, it's one of the promises you made in your promise notebook, correct?
Yeah, look, see? It's right here on this page.
Kay's promises to Daddy. Promise 1, never take things from a stranger. Promise 2, never go anywhere with a stranger. Let's look at that. Promise 3, always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Promise 4, never cry in front of strangers. Promise 5, always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. Daddy's job is to make sure that everyone follows the rules. Kay, be a good girl and promise that you'll keep your promises to me, okay? Love, your Daddy. I'm gonna fucking cry now. Bye. Alright then, I'm not giving this to you. I'm merely allowing you to borrow it. You can take it home, wash it nice and clean, and then give it back to me the next time we meet.
Okay. Daddy never said I couldn't borrow things from strangers.
Now then, Detective Gumshoe.
Uh-oh.
I believe it is now crystal clear that you were with little Kay in that hallway.
No.
I told you to stop picking the gummy. Miles Edgeworth, there is still something you have yet to resolve.
I beg your pardon?
You still haven't offered an explanation as to why the man would lie to us.
That's... well...
Tell me? Don't tell me you lied for my sake.
Hey, don't worry about it, Kay. Everything's gonna be okay.
Ah, so that's why.
So, what was Detective Gumshoe's motive for lying? If you can't explain that, then you can't call this a perfect investigation.
His reason for lying is very simple.
What?
Here's what I believe to be his reason. From simple observation of the detective's actions and his interactions with Kay, it's obvious that the detective is lying for the young girl's sake. And this piece of evidence will show you exactly why.
Take that!
Mr. Faraday and Kay's promise notebook. How does this explain anything?
If you could take a look at this page, it's clearly written that Kay should never take things from a stranger. When Detective Gumshoe heard about that promise, he tried to cover for Kay.
What foolishly foolish fool's fool is a foolish reason for a fool?
Yow!
Mommy, you lied because of me, didn't you?
Because I'm your friend, Kay, that's why.
Mommy!
At long last, Detective Gumshoe, can you please tell me the whole truth now?
Guess there's no beating you, huh, pal? Okay, I'll spill the goods. Just a little with me, God. I've been standing guard for a while. I was getting really hungry, and that snack vending machine was taunting me.
But all the cash you had on you was $5, and that wasn't enough to buy anything, right? After all, the cheapest item in the machine is a $6 pack of Swiss rolls.
Yeah, but then like an angel from heaven, Kay showed up.
I was thinking about sharing a snack with Daddy. So I wanted to buy a Swiss roll. I only had $1 in coins.
So we pooled my $5 and her $1 together and bought a pack of Swiss rolls together.
But I was worried about breaking one of my promises. So then Gummy said,
Mr. Faraday's one scary guy when he gets mad. But don't worry, you won't get in trouble if I don't tell, right? Besides, you bought it with me. So you didn't really get it from me, you know?
he told me it'd be okay. And he gave me a whole roll to save and give to Daddy. Who knew that Scruffy could be so considerate?
Indeed. Detective, I take it that you then sat down on the bench and ate the rolls together.
Yeah, we split the other roll and ate it right then. The sweet taste of that cake's chocolate. I'll never forget it as long as I live, pal.
Anyway... Kay, I believe this also belongs to you.
Oh, that's from the balloon I popped. It's bad manners to leave garbage lying around, Kay. I'm sorry. Well, I guess I can't blame you for not throwing this one piece away. It was sitting high on a windowsill where you couldn't see it. So, just this once, I forgive you. But that balloon... I wanted to surprise Gummy a little, so I popped it on purpose.
He's such a little shit.
I love her. Also, congratulations on your freedom, Miri.
Welcome.
Oh, you're good.
And because of me, Gummy dropped his half of the Swiss roll.
Oh, yes, I agree. Yeah, Miri, if you want, you are more than welcome to hop in if you would like, but if you're too exhausted, we do not blame you.
Wow, you really got me there, pal.
So I thought maybe I should give Gummy the other roll. And I saw you picking on Gummy, Mr.
So you kicked me, is that it?
You sure are a feisty one.
Is that approval I hear in your voice, Ziska?
Yeah. Not true.
Yes, sir. Yeah. It gets me every time. I'm so sorry. Yes, of course, is what she said. Okay, thank you so much. Katie's been DMing me what the translations are because, again, I don't speak German yet.
I'm really sorry, mister.
And I don't know what the German equivalent of that is because I don't speak Spanish.
Claro que sí, yeah. Oh, actually, that's an idiom I don't know. It's all right. I'm perfectly unharmed. What about this Swiss roll? Would it be all right with you if I held on to it until Detective Gumshoe is cleared of all charges and free to go?
Yeah, sure. Just make sure to give it back to Gummy afterwards, okay?
Of course, I promise. Now then, I believe we have proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway for the entire duration of his duty, which undeniably proves that Detective Gumshoe could not have committed the double murders.
Objection!
Actually, it proves the opposite, Edgeworth. You've just shown That Detective Gumshoe is the only one that could have committed the crime.
What do you mean?
It's quite rude to eavesdrop, Miss Yu.
Getting lectured on manners by a girl with a penchant for whipping people.
What? How dare you talk back with such insolence? You're wrong, lady. Gummy's not the bad guy.
Oh, and what have we here? What's a child doing in the courthouse? Bailiff, please take this child in.
What? Miss Callisto, that girl is Mr. Faraday's.
I know. So what? You think that just because she's the victim's daughter, she gets to run wild all around the crime scene? I think it's actually quite dangerous for her, to speak nothing of getting underfoot.
I suppose you're right, however.
As long as we're in agreement on that point, let's get back to the real issue at hand. Now then, Detective, you were in front of the door to lobby number 2 the entire time, correct?
Yeah, but...
You see? Isn't it obvious that it could only have been the detective? He is the only person who could have gone into lobby number 2 at the time of the murders.
Ah! I have no counter-argument to that.
Don't worry. I've already put in the necessary paperwork for his formal arrest.
Yeah, but the investigation is far from over.
Oh, that's right. I was going to speak to you about that. Don't you think it's reckless to talk to the suspects out in the open without a guard?
I suppose it is.
Well, as someone with more experience than you, allow me to share something. Always keep a good eye on criminals, or you may regret it when it comes to your negligence.
Oh. Miles, I can't believe you are letting this woman lecture you like this. This is unforgivable as a disciple of the fallen karma.
Down, Tyrus. Now then, I'll be looking forward to the results of your investigation.
So, we are back to square one.
Actually, this is our last chance. I can tell that if we fail to solve this case, Detective Gumshoe will be formally charged under all the circumstantial evidence. This investigation is not over yet. There's still one location we have yet to inspect. It's where Detective Bad and Ms. Yu met at the time of the crime. Lobby number 1. Yeah, so that was like an extra 40 minutes we would have had to do the other day. So,
Yeah.
well, no, 30, but yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I looked at my recording time, but
Also, thank you about my laughing.
yeah. Ready. What is this incredibly overpowering sweet scent?
It smells like flowers. Uncle Bad, is this it?
Isn't that Detective Bad and Kay over there?
It looks like she managed to escape the bailiff.
That may be in part to who she's calling Uncle. I don't think he'd let her be apprehended by a bailiff. No, that's not quite it.
Aw, too bad. But it's so pretty.
Facts, Ren. Someone did use sweet scent and it is super effective. I think you're still a bit too young to be wearing that. But since you found it, I guess I can let you keep it.
Thanks. I'll treasure it always.
Those two seem to get along rather well. Oh, here. I've got something else here for you.
Yay! Thank you, Uncle Bad.
Get along well, he says.
I know, I'm silently dying, but I can't talk about the fucking headcanon yet. Look at her just notching on it.
Earlier, I ate one of these with gummy.
Gummy? Oh, you mean gumshoe.
Gummy is. He was trying to be nice because I was gonna get in trouble.
Just imagine her just noshing and trying not to cry.
Just chipmunk cheating it so that she can get it all in her mouth before someone takes it from her.
Yes! You were gonna say something, Katie, too.
I was just saying, she's just like, nom 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 nom.
Yeah.
Don't cry because Gummy and Daddy.
But it's okay, you know Bad. He's your uncle.
Yeah. And he got in trouble because he lied to protect me. Gummy? I know he didn't kill Daddy.
Don't cry. Faraday would be sad if he saw you crying.
I'm not crying.
Kay.
Oh, it's the Mr. Before and the lady too.
Don't you think it would be a good idea to go home for the time being?
You're not getting in the investigation. You're not getting involved in the investigation. So it's for the best if you do. Actually, I'm Uncle Bad's assistant. So I'm related to the investigation.
Is that so, Detective Bad? Yeah, I guess.
What? You were just scolding us like kids for not mess up at a crime scene.
I just love Miri's just unable to hold back a snicker. Bad like, fuck it.
Bad luck, I can't say no to this child.
No.
And now you let this child run free? Why?
People are free to investigate things outside of the actual crime scene. You also had a few things she wanted to look into. Got a problem with that? I don't have a problem with that, but I am curious to what Ms. Yu is looking into.
Uncle Bad, I'm gonna go look somewhere else now, okay?
All right. I'm counting on you.
Okay, that's right. Hey, mister.
Yes, what is it?
I know Gummy really isn't the bad guy. I mean it. So please, find the real bad guy, okay?
I won't forgive whoever did this. But in the absence of the perfect piece of testimony and evidence, there is no one else who could be the true culprit other than Detective Gumshoe. She wandered off while I was pondering. Yeah, Miles. You tend to go into your own fucking world.
Miles Edgeworth, she said goodbye to you and you didn't say a thing.
Sorry, I was lost in thought.
This is no excuse.
I was lost in thought, I didn't hear her.
When a lady is speaking to you, you should pay attention.
Oh, I know this, Ziska.
I will make it up to her
You
later.
never seem to implement it.
Edgeworth was lost in thought sauce.
Also, I'm just imagining the one comic now of just like 13-year-old Francisca looking for her brother, being like, have you seen this? Have you seen my brother? He is about yay tall and gay, but we're not ready to have that conversation yet.
That just
I don't know why that just popped in my head, but it did.
That just reminded me of a comic of like, Miles, I have something to tell you. Oh, Francisca, I'll listen to anything you have to say. And it's these two again. It's Bratworth and Ziska, and she's like, "You're gay." And he just stares blankly at her. Oh man. All right. Detective Bad, what exactly was Kay searching for? Nothing that concerns you, boy.
Oh, and I suppose that has something to do with Kay.
It does, because she's Faraday's daughter. Anyway, hurry up and get to the point. I don't have time to waste. It sounds like he'd rather be left alone. I have something I'd like to confirm with you once again. I don't have anything to say to you. Be that as it may, we still have questions that we need answers to. And now then, first of all, what is the overpowering smell that is permeating this room? Upon entering this room, I thought I was going to suffocate. It's that ultra-strong perfume you wears. She spilled some of it. I was having a bad time of it myself. I didn't think twice and opened the window, but that smell's still here. Perfume, huh? So the sweet scent in the air is perfume.
Well, it gives off quite the stench. I bet it's some cheap no-name brand.
She said it's a famous brand from overseas.
Ah. It's a knockoff. Yes, definitely a knockoff.
I'm never wrong about anything.
Yeah.
Especially perfume.
Yeah.
What is it called? What I think it was called The Humbling of Paris, when a bunch of wine tasters tested a couple of sparkling wines and unilaterally declared the California wines better than the French wines without realizing it. Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh my god. No disrespect, but she forced one of those bottles on me. Here, little girl, you can have it.
I was born for much more expensive and refined perfume. However, seeing how you just happen to have a spare, I suppose I'll take it. Miles Edgeworth, you will hold on to this bottle without fail.
Your pants have pockets, Ziska.
Women's pockets are too small to be carrying perfume.
That is true.
I can
I
barely-
never understood
I
that.
can barely fit my hand in these.
I never understood that. That's incredibly impractical. Duh. Why can't she ever be honest about her wants? Because she's Montfort von Karma's daughter. Because she's raised by von Karma. So upset.
She's used to having retainers do that shit for her.
Yeah, nannies and shit. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I don't think you were here. Miles already dropped the bomb that her nan put broccoli in her brownies. So now we have the perfume. Perfume.
It's too strong. It's just making him nauseous.
This is getting to my head. I need to stand by the window for a moment. My goodness. So now we have the perfume Ms. Yu wears. Just fantastic. I'm especially getting a double dose of it because Francisca had me hold it. Is that all you wanted to talk about? If so, I'm going back to investigating. Actually, I still have a few other things I wish to inquire about. Oh man, that second one is a bombshell. Waiting to go off. So you were in this room the entire recess. Like I said, I made a call to the precinct to get that big lug down here. But other than that, I was waiting for the recess to end in here.
At least her story is consistent.
Earlier, you stated that you were in this lobby with Ms. Yu. Yeah, I ran into her in the hallway. She said she wanted to talk to me about something, so we came in here. Then what you're saying is that until Detective Gumshoe's arrival, you and Ms. Yu were in two different locations. Yes, I am. Interesting.
Speaking of that lawyer, he seems to have a great dislike for you.
Ugh. Let's see, Ms. Yu is the sister of the victim of the KG-8 incident. And as I recall, Detective Bad was the lead detective on the case. I wonder if the reason for her disdain isn't simply because you failed to guard Cece, but because you were the lead detective on the case. You knew? I also know that today's trial involving the Cadopian Embassy staff member is being referred to as the second KG-8 incident. And now then, Detective, I believe it's time you were honest with me and told me the truth behind your relationship with Ms. Yu and Mr. Faraday. And the KG-8 incident. If you already know that much, I guess it'd be alright to tell you. And now then, I'd like to ask you a few questions about the KG-8 incident. It's not exactly a happy story. Other than the people who were directly involved, you two will be the first to hear what I'm about to tell. And that's why I have, cream savers.
Lollies.
It's a lollipop. That
Big
has...
old gruff, and just like gruff, grizzled.
Super noir, super hard boiled.
Yeah, exactly. Gruff, grizzled, hard-boiled noir man has a big old fucking sweet tooth.
That was not a cigarette. That was a lollipop.
Yup. He really likes sweets.
Oh my god, I love Bad. He's a giant fucking teddy bear.
He is.
He is, though. Like, he's a badass. Like, don't cross him, but like, holy shit, he's a giant fucking teddy bear around the right people.
I am narrowcasting directly at Kazi. This is Shotaro when he grows up.
Faraday, you and I. As you already know, we three were involved in the KG-8 incident. Faraday and I, we were originally on the trail of a smuggling ring. You mean the smuggling case involving one of the Amano Group's secretaries? That trial was just a front.
A facade?
Yeah, but the case became tainted. All because of the witness who was going to testify about the Amano Group's ties to the smuggling ring. CCU was killed. Then what became of the secretary who was arrested? His name was Colin Deveray.
This bitch again?
Oh, I feel bad for him. He was set up.
Same. I definitely forgot exactly how interconnected this all was, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. 2 is even more so. Jesus Christ. 2 is like, I want off Mr. Bones' wild ride. It
Yeah,
really.
3,000 more years.
I know. Jesus Christ. So good, though. To be honest, the guy didn't know a thing about the smuggling ring. But he confessed to knowing about it anyway. Deveray was probably being intimidated by the big boss man. Just another scapegoat. The boss man of the Amano group? He can't seriously mean Mr. Ernest Amano. That can't be right. It's probably just Detective Bad's personal hypothesis. Oh, Miles, you indoctrinated sweet summer child. I hurt. I already decided to emotionally annihilate myself yesterday. Like, please. Please. What is he trying to do, suspecting Mr. Amano of being involved with smuggling?
I suppose it would have been quite difficult to secure an acquittal after his confession. But the man who killed CCU, Manny Cochin, was a completely different person. But since he had already been acquitted once for her murder, Mr. Faraday, how could you have let him go?
Also, notice, Katie, I did not blame you. I blamed myself. I said I was the one who wanted to destroy myself yesterday.
Yay.
I took responsibility.
Yay.
Katie and I are messes. If I remember correctly, I heard that Mr. Faraday had an important piece of evidence stolen from him. That wasn't Faraday's fault. It was mine. I wasn't vigilant enough. Faraday, CC, I was supposed to protect them both. Ms. Yu did mention that as well, about how Detective Bad was supposed to guard her sister. But even I, who was supposed to protect them, I fell into their trap.
What kind of trap?
Huh. The holes in this jacket are a testament to that trap. You mean you were fired upon?
You were shot that many times in one gunfight?
No. Only about half of these are from that case. But the reason I continue to wear this jacket is to remind myself of the lessons I learned from the KG-8 incident. Also, your tie, Bad. You didn't get a new one, buddy. Looks like Swiss cheese.
Yeah, I know.
Just melt that on a sandwich. You'll be fine.
It would burn. I see. I couldn't protect CCU, and the suspect was found not guilty. We had hit a brick wall, as far as the law was concerned. And that's when she came to the courtroom, the victim's sister. That's when I first met Callisto Yu. About when you first met Ms. Yu, it was on the day the verdict of the KG-8 incident was handed down, was it not? Yes. Faraday and I, we apologized to her from the bottom of our hearts. It was all we could do, but just saying you're sorry won't bring my sister back, she said. And then she gave me a hard slap across the face.
Well, she certainly had a lot of self-control to stop at just a slap.
You would.
If it was me, not even 100 lashes would have been punishment enough.
Oh, what's this? A giant lampshade hanging? Let me just take that down.
Oh, what's this? Franziska actually hinting that she might give a shit about Miles?
Not only that, but she cares about Miles more than she cares about her own father. And she's going to face the same dilemma.
Yeah.
I suppose not. You said it herself. That she never wanted to see either of us ever again. But after that, you've seen her many times over, correct? Yeah. Faraday and I, even after the KG-8 incident had come to a close, we continued to hunt down the smuggling ring and got involved in a variety of cases. But it was no use. We cracked so many different cases. But the result was always the same. We couldn't find the real mastermind behind the ring. Is the ring really that big? It was in the pursuit of the ring that we met you once again. It was during another trial related to the smuggling ring. Faraday was the prosecutor, and I, as the lead detective, took to the witness stand. She appeared out of the blue as the defense attorney. Her client was related to the smuggling ring and she was defending them? Yeah. You was pursuing the ring as best as she could as a lawyer. I think she defended Rel this time, for the same reason. Come to think of it, Ms. Yu did say something to the same effect. This perfume is really doing a number on me.
I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG-8 incident, all right?
And for that, you have not a single qualm about defending a known killer.
Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Rel was to be his lawyer. I had no intentions of covering for him, ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to.
It doesn't matter what her reason is. Helping a criminal is despicable.
You're so naive, little girl. I could have stolen this lollipop from you. That's how naive you are.
How dare you insult the daughter of a Fon Karma?
And just like us, you felt that she had hit the limit of what the law could do. That's all. The law is merely a tool. There is no limit to it, only the skill of its craftsman. You two are still too young. But one day, you'll know what I mean. Laughs sadly in Damon Gant.
Yay!
Laughs sadly in investigations too.
Oh, yeah.
Laughs sadly in Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
Yep.
Laughs sadly in the thesis of AA5.
Yay!
Laugh sadly in the much more heavy-handedly implemented thesis of AA6.
Oh my god, no kidding. But enough sidetracking. What matters is that we met you again in pursuit of the smuggling ring. That's all. Yeah, now about the bomb. So what was your relation to Mr. Faraday? You even seem to know Kay fairly well. I met him when he was a rookie prosecutor. Known him ever since. In Kay. I've known her since the day she was born. Faraday and I, we cracked quite a few cases together. But you seem to have made no progress at all in the Yatagarasu case.
Mary?
Cracked a few cases and headboards. I mean...
Where's the lie?
I broke Cassie.
Oh, God.
I did warn you. I was gonna be super slap happy.
Oh, you're totally fine.
Inserts a bunch of comments here that we can't say yet.
I know. I'm fucking dying. I was just about to type and crack some eggs.
There are two kinds of people.
I was gonna go similar route to you, but I was gonna take the long way of saying cracking open a few cases of beer and
Cracking open a cold one with the boys.
Then playing with the boys. Playing with the boys.
I mean, it took him to the highway to the danger zone. Good night.
Oh,
Thank you for coming to the stream.
Oh, Top Gun references. It's broken. I remember Ren after the other stream the other night. I was just like vaguely explaining Bad and Faraday to her. I sent her some art and she was like, "Oh my God, they were roommates."
And they were roommates.
Oh my God, they were roommates. It's one of the best vines.
I still have never actually seen that.
Oh, Katie will find it for you, I'm sure, in 2 fucking seconds.
Oh, yeah.
No pressure to put that on you, Katie. I know you and your Google foo. It is
Also,
insane.
it went by too fast, but I was definitely going to snark it bad for calling us out for saying no more sidetracking.
I know, I noticed that too. I was like, oh shit.
It's
like, all right,
I
bad.
feel personally attacked.
This happens a lot when you voice act. The game will call you right out. I mean, you notice Katie's vibed with Nick. I have vibed with Miles. You, while you are playing, have vibed with Apollo.
Yup.
So... oh my God.
There you go.
What? There it is.
I just had to go into my playlist.
Yeah. What did Ren say the other day that was exactly the same thing? I think it's Miles or Franzi. I think
It was
Franzi. Ren vibes with Franzi, which is hilarious.
I can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, it was a fantastic moment.
Ren said it like at the same fucking time. Oh.
Did we touch a nerve?
A little bit, Francie. Huh. I only have one thing to say to you. No one knew more about the Yatagarasu than me and Faraday. That's why I was called upon to testify in today's trial. To prove that Rel was not the real Yatagarasu. Which I would have done if he hadn't turned around and accused Faraday. After the accusation, I was asked to testify, this time, to prove or disprove the accusation. But I guess I won't be doing that either. I sense that there's more to that statement than meets the eye. Yes, Miles, there's far, far more that you will not understand until you catch unnecessary feelings. 7 years, 5
years later.
Yeah, 5 years down the line, 4 or 5 years down the line. Nick is 24 in the first game.
Bodily resists the urge to make a Transformers
reference. I know. I thought about that too.
Prosecutors badge up and roll out.
Perhaps a bit more digging into the Yatagarasu is what's necessary. You claim to know much about the Yatagarasu. Would you care to share what you know with me?
No.
Case ends. What you two should be looking for right now is proof of murderous intent towards Faraday and Rel. I agree, which is exactly why I'm asking you about the Yatagarasu. What? The KG-8 incident and this second KG-8 incident. Both of these cases are tied to the smuggling ring. And in both of these cases, the witness who was to testify about the ring was murdered. However, there is one point in which they differ. And that is the presence or absence of the great thief Yatagarasu. Mr. Rel claimed to be the Yatagarasu. However, in the middle of the trial, he suddenly declared Mr. Faraday to be the real Yatagarasu. Then, during the recess, they were both killed. Don't you find that to be the least bit odd?
Miles Edgeworth, stop beating around the bush and just spit it out already.
I believe that there must be some reason that the two men suspected of being the Yatagarasu were both killed at the same time. A reason, huh? And so, in order to catch Mr. Faraday's and Mr. Rel's cold-blooded killer, I feel that I need to learn as much as I can about the Yatagarasu. If it'll help you solve this case. Then I'll tell you. I'll tell you the reason why we've never caught the Yatagarasu.
What was that sudden outburst for? You almost made me whip you by accident.
Ugh! It still accidentally whipped me anyway.
Goes to shoving it down her shirt because she remembers that he wants to take it away.
Ah, yes, Bad's transition into drill sergeant.
There are three main reasons why the Yatagarasu will always be one step ahead. First, the Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. Second, the Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. Third, the Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind, ever. I see. So those are the Yatagarasu's special traits.
Sounds like an incredibly elusive thief.
Eat your heart out, Master Mask. The Yatagarasu has never been caught on tape, never tries to draw anyone's attention, and would never do something as lowbrow as commit murder. That's how I knew that Rel wasn't the real Yatagarasu right away.
But you can't use that sort of logic on its own to prove he wasn't.
Huh. Listen, little girl. I'm not done talking yet. What's different about this time was that the evidence related to the smuggling ring was sent to the police. And the sender was none other than the one who infiltrated the Cadopian embassy, the Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu sent the evidence. Until now, the Yatagarasu would always publicize any corrupt dealings through the mass media. But not this time. The evidence this time was something only Faraday and I, and a select few others, knew about. In that case, how can you be so sure it was the Yatagarasu who sent it? That's easy. A special card that only the Yatagarasu uses was attached. That's how I can be so sure. And just what sort of card is it? Here, take a look at this article. Whenever the Yatagarasu wants to publicize something, a white card is sent along with the stolen information. But when we questioned Rel about what was sent along with the white card, Rel had no idea what it was. Ah, and that's how Detective Bad knew that Mr. Rel was a phony. Thank you very much. I have a much better understanding of the Yatagarasu now. I am so tired of saying the fucking word Yatagarasu. God damn it. Oh, thank Christ.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes?
His Honor would like to transfer the evidence from today's trial over to you. So, if you could please head over to the courtroom, it'd be much appreciated, sir.
Understood. I'll be there shortly. Detective Bad, what does the law mean to you? Finding the answer to that question is the only reason I'm still alive. I became a prosecutor to find the answer to that question myself. And to play a part in ensuring that all criminals everywhere are found guilty.
Thanks, Miles. Thanks for that reminder.
Yay!
Thanks, bud.
Is the Oprah of being guilty.
Oh my god.
You get a
And
guilty
you get a
verdict.
verdict. And you get a verdict.
You get a verdict. Everybody here gets a verdict.
You're welcome.
Oh my god. Oh, it's you, Mr. Edgeworth. It appears that his honor is still a bit dispirited. For the first time today, I experienced what it's like to stand at the witness stand. I now have a greater appreciation for just how hard it is to give testimony. God forbid some asshole clown comes on here in 5 odd years and fucks everything up. I might just lose my temper.
That is oddly specific, Your Honor. Well, there is no reason for you to be all depressed about it, Your Honor.
I can't get over how mad Aji got at Mo. It was amazing.
It's still very oddly specific. What did you say, Miles Edgeworth?
I would just chalk it up to the judge's mind again, Francisca. He's talking about summoning circles.
As a judge, no one expects you to think about anything other than the verdict.
Francisca, there is no need to further depress his honor.
But I'm not trying to, Miles.
Your honor. Your honor, I've come to collect the evidence that was to be transferred to me. Your honor, the evidence? Your honor!
Oh! Yes, can I help you?
I'd like to collect the evidence now, sir.
Your Honor. Do you think you could stay focused a little longer to at least do your job?
Yes, I'm sorry. And I would, except that the defense attorney has yet to arrive.
She is busy with the investigation, so let's keep this brief, shall we?
Very well. In that case, please confirm that all the pieces of evidence are present. Furthermore, the evidence that was used in the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel are also included, so please go ahead and use them in your investigation into their case.
Understood, Your Honor. The pieces of evidence that were used in the murder of these two men. This could be a very good chance for me to find new leads regarding their case. Maybe even something that will finally lead me to the truth.
I've placed all the evidence over at the prosecutor's bench for you.
I see. Thank you very much. I will go and confirm that they are all accounted for.
Yes, what is it? It looks like your debut trial fizzled out thanks to being declared a mistrial. Too bad. But now you can take your time biting the evidence they transferred, or bidding the evidence they transferred to you. Goodbye.
It's much too early to shelve the pieces that were given to me.
Oh, how do you figure?
2 of the pieces were used to kill Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. Naturally, having all of them makes it easier for me to examine them more thoroughly.
Yes, of course.
Don't tell me. You forgot about that fact, didn't you, Francisca?
I don't have to answer to the characteristically foolish question from a foolish fool. Now, hurry up and check the evidence already.
Trust me, I will. In due time. Francie. She's so cute.
She is.
So this is the evidence related to today's Canopian Embassy trial for Mr. Faraday's bag.
You mean the evidence bag that was on the table in lobby number 2, right?
Yes. Finally, we can now take a look at the evidence itself, and not just data about them. Let's be sure to thoroughly examine them while we have the time.
Agreed. I want to take a good look at all the evidence from the embassy murder, too.
And why is that?
Because I still don't fully understand what today's trial was about.
Gah! Don't point your crop at me just because you don't know something.
And don't you try to order me around because Papa chose you today.
I see someone is still sore about not being picked by Mr. Von Karma.
It's also real to see the knife up close.
So, we have the knife, the gun, an envelope, and... What's this organizer doing here?
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot to tell you.
About what, Your Honor?
They found Mr. Faraday's personal organizer inside that evidence bag of his. Detective Bad requested it be passed along to you. He said it would help the investigation.
Detective Bad said that.
What a strange stroke of luck.
Well, never look a gift horse in the mouth. We might as well flip through it, too. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
This reminds me of a puzzle.
A distant echo from the future. I took a quick look through these documents before the trial started.
Well, I wasn't even afforded the opportunity to skim it.
I suppose I should explain it to you then.
Yes, you should. Perfectly and in its entirety, if you please.
On the night of September 8th, an embassy staff member was killed in front of the embassy. The staff member died of shock due to being shot in the heart.
In German. In German, in sonnet form.
Francisca, what?
I don't know. I just think it would be quite amusing.
Francisca. You're taking the
Give it to her in a
bar.
limerick.
What?
Give it to her in a limerick.
Mac.
There once was a man named Mackerel whose night didn't go very well.
Jesus Christ.
I did it. I broke the other streamers to my stream now, bitch.
I was trying to think of the
And
rest
with
of
that,
the.
good night.
I was trying to think of the rest of the limerick, and it just wouldn't come.
He pretended to be
Yeah, that
a
only-
street thief, and now he's gone straight to hell.
Yeah, usually that one only comes with their dirty limericks.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Fair. Mackerel was brought in that night as a suspect and thoroughly questioned, because the murder weapon was found on him, for which he was arrested on the spot.
A simpleton of a man, that's what he was.
Perhaps he was, for the weapon wasn't the only incriminating evidence we had. Mr. Rell was caught in the act on film Yeah, in the act on film by a security camera.
He was an even bigger simpleton than I thought. I can't believe he didn't notice a security camera.
The Cadopian Embassy security system is supposedly very well disguised. He may have simply not been aware that there was a camera in the area.
So, have you seen the contents of the video for yourself?
Yes, the surveillance video the security camera took was played during the trial by Mr. Faraday. You can clearly identify Mr. Rell on it. Even the sound of the gunshot was crystal clear.
So the footage included sound, huh? I don't think I'd ever want to see the moment of someone's death in real life.
Me neither. This gun, it was originally used to kill the Cadopian Embassy staff member. When the crime was reported, the responding police found Mr. Rell still holding it, which led to his immediate arrest.
And then, this gun took the original shooter's life. How ironic.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything else we can learn from this piece of evidence.
Like rain.
My favorite joke about that, I forget the comedian, is like, a singer making millions off of a song that she doesn't even understand the definition to. Now that is ironic.
Yep.
Mr. Faraday's organizer. It appears he was in the habit of using it.
It looks like he wrote his strategy for getting Mr. Rell convicted down in here.
I've collected the evidence I need to prove that Rell was the killer. Between the handgun Rell had on him when he was arrested and the surveillance tape, I should be able to prove that he was the one. Oh, come on. Give it to us in the organizer. Want to read it. It appears that Mr. Faraday honestly believed that Mr. Rell was the killer in that case. The sound of his handgun going off was recorded with superb clarity on the surveillance video. I also have evidence that I can use to prove that Rell is not the real Yatagarasu. And it would also appear that he had proof that Mr. Rell was not the Yatagarasu. No matter how he may try to play it, as long as I have the Yatagarasu's key, I can prove he's a phony. If I present it to him in court, it should clear everything up. And he apparently also had a very definitive piece of evidence. It's been a long battle. I hope this will finally bring it to an end. Yes, I believe that Mr. Faraday was well prepared to discredit any claim Mr. Rell may have made about being the real Yatagarasu.
And he had a way to prove that Mr. Rell was the guilty party in the embassy murder.
This organizer is a clue straight from Mr. Faraday. I'll have to take my time and give it a thorough read later. Well, we just read it now, Miles.
Look, there's a picture stuck between the pages here.
It appears to be a key.
And it's rather ornate one at that. Just look at the design on the handle.
The craftsmanship is superb. Could this be the Yatagarasu's key Mr. Faraday mentioned in his organizer?
The Yatagarasu's key?
Detective Bad said something earlier. What's different about this time was that evidence related to the smuggling ring was sent to the police. And the sender was none other than the one who infiltrated the Cadopian Embassy. The Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu sent the evidence. Until now, the Yatagarasu would always publicize any corrupt dealings through the mass media. But not this time. The evidence this time was something only Faraday and I, and a select few others knew about.
Mr. Faraday must have been trying to keep the secret safe key safe.
Oh, that was hard to read, apparently.
It's okay. You've heard me fumble a lot tonight.
Miles Edgeworth, are you drunk?
What? No, I did not. Francisca, the legal age here in America is 21.
You're awfully clumsy with your words today.
It's the perfume. It's very overpowering. The streamer also put a lot of shots into that into that cider. Sweet scent was used too many times.
Snake.
Sweet scent was used too many times. And so were cinnamon whiskey shots. I'm actually okay. I'm not drunk.
You may have to teach me how to like cinnamon whiskey because I just can't.
Put it in cider.
Okay, fair.
That's the only way I drink it. Just cold or warm apple cider. Put a couple of shots in. Give me your keys, Danny.
Cassie looking at a driver's license like, this can't stop me because I can't read.
Oh, it's okay. Katie is a fucking is the key police.
I am.
Good.
I am.
Also, I'm really tired of saying the name Yatagarasu. Damn it.
The crow.
It's starting to lose meaning.
I can Microsoft Sam it for you.
The Yatagarasu. Okay, I believe you. Oh, Jesus. I love when people do videos all in Microsoft Sam. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what's happening. I'm reading the Japanese word for crow too many times. And I'm just like...
Pacific crow.
Ugh. Yes, the three-legged crow. Right? Isn't that what it translates to?
I don't know that it's a direct translation, but that is a figure of myth. It's a mythical crow and guiding god in Shinto mythology.
Okay, that's actually a piece I don't know. I mainly know yokai, because that's what we studied in my FYI.
Gotcha. Yes,
Yeah.
no, he is a three-legged crow, but that doesn't translate directly to three-legged crow. It's just the deity's name.
Okay. Got it.
Well, Karasu is crow. I don't think Yatta. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, Karasu is crow. For sure. The crow for the news puzzles. I know that
I'm
Karasu...
imagining Ren saying that in her best Kronk impression.
The crow for the news puzzles. That crow. Oh, man. Yeah, the reason I know Karasu is crow is because of Yu Yu Hakusho. Character I hate the most. The anime character I hate the most.
The reason I know it's crow is because of Haikyuu.
Oh, okay. Ren demanded a stretch break for all of us, so everybody just take a stretch.
Big ol' stretch.
That's what Eden's apples do.
Okay.
My current rewards are highlighting message, take a stretch, unlock or end sub emote, emote only chat, or suggest a poll. That's what I have right now.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. You can also do like hydrate, posture, and you can make your own. Like she has.
So fucking cute.
Where's the hydrate sub so I can make y'all and use the bathroom? I don't have it. Because when we're voice acting, we're all hydrated anyway. Oh, she bad. Okay.
Angie.
She angy. That an angy face. Yeah, exactly. We have to make sure to stay hydrated. It's the knife that was used to kill Mr. Faraday.
Who would have thought that such a beautiful piece of art could be used for such a cruel act?
And it's never crossed your mind that you use your riding crop for the wrong purpose. That's odd.
What is it?
Mr. Faraday didn't mention anything about a knife in his organizer.
That certainly is odd.
The weapon that was used to kill the Cadopian embassy staff member was the gun. But if that's the case, then where did the knife that was used to murder Mr. Faraday come from?
Isn't it obvious? It was brought into the courthouse by Mr. Rell. That's the only logical conclusion, right?
No, because it's not that easy to smuggle a weapon like that in here. Also, he was the one on trial, Francisca. He was in the detention center. They took everything from him.
I do not put anything past any criminal.
Francisca, it's nearly impossible. Trust me. Every person who enters the courthouse doors is checked thoroughly for contraband. Furthermore, the suspect was handcuffed, making it impossible for him to bring a knife as large as this inside. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Love it.
In that case, how do you suppose the knife ended up inside the courthouse?
We are just like, it is a Sunday, for sure. We're all just like, huh. I need to think carefully here. There is nothing related to the knife written anywhere in Mr. Faraday's organizer. However, it is a fact that this knife came from Mr. Faraday's evidence bag. Conversely, there is one item listed in Mr. Faraday's organizer that no one has claimed to have seen today. So in order to solve this mystery, I believe I will need to take another good look at the evidence.
Miles Edgeworth, can I take the fact that you have not answered yet to me to mean that you don't have the answer for me?
Actually, I do know the answer, Francisca.
What? Then where is it?
One of the pieces of evidence we've been holding has been hiding a secret of its own. And it was through this piece of evidence that the knife was brought into the courthouse.
Take that!
This Yatagarasu's key Mr. Faraday mentions in his organizer. This is how the knife was brought into the courthouse.
You're not making any sense, Miles Edgeworth.
You just need to look a bit closer, Francisca, to see what I mean. Don't the color and ornamentation of the key's handle remind you of anything?
They do remind me of the knife.
Very good. Both the Yatagarasu's key in this photo and the murderous knife have this very unique design on their handles. Furthermore, even though Mr. Faraday mentions the Yatagarasu's key, the only object we found at the crime scene was the knife.
You don't seriously mean to say?
It appears that you finally caught up. And yes, I do mean to say that these two pieces are in fact one and the same.
But that's impossible!
Even if that is what you believe, we should still investigate this possibility. Now then, let us examine this knife in a little more detail.
It's a butterfly knife.
God damn it! God damn it.
I ain't even mad.
See, Ren understands me.
I was gonna say, it is most definitely a butterfly knife. It's the weapon that was used to kill Mr. Faraday.
Miles about to pull some fucking Team Fortress 2 spy ass nonsense. Just artfully flip it, open it.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta admit, it would be pretty sexy.
Miles and knives is a little concerning.
Now him and a bag of chips.
Katie, you need to link that in chat.
I was gonna say, is this a Death Note reference, or is there something else I'm not getting?
No, she found this piece of fan art, and I mean link it in the stream chat.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. I'll take a potato chip and eat it! Katie had said something the other day, and I was like, you said that with all the conviction of Light from Death Note, being like, I'll take this potato chip and eat it.
I'll take scenes that were definitely more impactful than the manga than the anime for 1,000, please, Alex.
Everyone's dying over the shit that Katie found. It's so good. Where's my money, Alex? You'll have to find him first, unfortunately. I have a case of the sads now.
Just look at that picture again.
I was gonna say, Washroom Red versus Blue in Knives, however, is sexy. He is the knife boy. Oh, man. You had the sads in your stream? I was in your stream.
Is she talking about the sads or potato chips?
Not the potato chip. She had brownies. She had brownie bites.
Brownies.
She had brownie bites. Because another one of her thing is streamer gets a snacky, and her snacky was the brownie bite.
Nice.
And another one was her cat Buttons gets a snacky. I made Buttons get a snacky. The handle and the blade itself both have beautiful designs worked into them. Oh, yeah, we talked about Hagrid.
How dare.
It was all good and respectful. It was...
How dare.
Red was talking about how she wants a new ornament for her tree that is Hagrid talking with the other Harry Potter ornaments.
Aw.
Yeah.
I'm already fucking sad.
I know. I asked Katie to be emotionally wrecked again with me, so, and she did it for me. No, I'm dead inside too. The handle and the blade itself both have beautiful designs worked into them. I love how we're playing Ace Attorney while we're like, let's take things that don't make us dead inside. One of the most emotional ass series.
Yay! Look, there is even a flower-shaped design in the gold, in this gold section here. What?
Okay. Okay, we got some sidetracked. I can't remember. Did you line read? I do not remember.
If this hadn't been used, it would, as a tool of murder, I would want it for myself.
She seems to be drawn to the embellishments. Too bad this isn't mine to give. Oh, Miles would have given it to her if it was. You guys aren't going to talk about the blood? Somebody usually talks about the blood. Oh, God. It's staring me right in the face. That is right in my face.
It's time for my close-up.
Yeah.
I can't believe it turned into a key. To think that there was such a trick to this thing.
So the weapon used to kill Mr. Faraday is actually the key the Yatagarasu stole. Please don't poke your eye, Edgeworth. This piece of information is more critical than anything we've learned up until now. Yatagarasu's key data updated.
Frankly, I'm shocked.
Mr. Faraday only mentioned the key aspect of this piece of evidence in his organizer. It's possible that even he had no idea the key was holding a knife blade inside.
But if that's true, then only someone who knew that the key would then only someone who knew about the key to knife trick could have killed Mr. Faraday.
Even among law enforcement, this key was top secret. We're looking for someone who knew even more about the key than even Mr. Faraday. Meaning that the only person it could be is the one who set the key in the first place. The great thief Yatagarasu.
Then maybe Mr. Rowe really was the Yatagarasu. And he was the one who killed Mr. Faraday. Isn't that one possible scenario?
No, not really, especially since Mr. Faraday was absolutely convinced that Mr. Rel was not the Yatagarasu. Besides, as Detective had said earlier, but when we questioned Rel about what was sent along with the white card, Rel had no idea what it was.
I see. All right then, I guess the person who knew the trick behind this key is someone else, and that person is the real Yatagarasu.
It seems that this key is truly the key to solving this case. That's odd. We're short one piece of evidence. And the piece that's missing is the surveillance video that was played in court.
The surveillance video? How could a piece of evidence just disappear? Where did it go?
The video showing the moment in which Mr. Rel committed the murder. Where could it have gone indeed?
Are you done with your inspection of the evidence?
Oh, Miri.
Am I
Ow.
wrong though?
Oh. For context, for those of you watching on YouTube, Miri just said in chat, why don't you ask your dad, Franzi? Ooh, you are not wrong, but that's spicy.
Whew. Yes, I'm finished. However, Your Honor, I am missing a single piece of prosecutorial evidence.
Your Honor, were you derelict in your duties?
Francisca, you don't speak to a judge like that.
Why not?
Because he is a judge. They are supposed to be treated with the utmost respect.
But I am respecting him.
You just
Asking him a very direct question.
you just accused him of being derelict in his duties. You do not do that.
She's 13, but yes.
Franz, you're 12. No, Franzi. Oh my god, you can't just ask a judge if he's derelicting. God damn it. That's amazing.
What? No, I dare not lick my duties. What do you take me for?
Christ.
No, Your Honor. The most important piece of evidence in today's trial, the surveillance video, is not amongst the evidence you laid out for me.
But what brought Mr. Faraday? But I brought Mr. Faraday's whole bag with me from the crime scene. This is what happens when I try to line read out of the corner of my eye. Maybe the tape is still somewhere at the crime scene?
There's something wrong here. Something about this missing piece of evidence. It would appear that for me to find the answers I seek, I will have to pay another visit to the scene of the crime, defendant lobby number 2.
Okay, this is actually oh! It turns out we will need Miri.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
So did I. Well, ain't we lucky?
Yeah, we are lucky because we're gonna continue this on Thursday. Oh my god, I forgot there was a baby Lang here. It was Babu Lang. How old is he? He's not that much older than Miles, I think.
He's still in his uniform and everything.
I know.
Look at him, so young, so innocent.
Also 12.
He's the same age.
As Miles?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's 20.
That's amazing.
Oh, feel bad.
Also 12.
Look at that sweet baby.
Aw, adorable. I don't think we're gonna get a sprite of him though. Like
No, I don't think so.
besides this, I don't think we're gonna get the close-up sprite, which sucks because I love the close-up sprites in the investigations games.
Mm-hmm.
I will say in 2, some of them get borderline nightmare fuel.
Just two that I can think of in particular, actually. The others are...
I was gonna say I know one that you're thinking of because you go out of your way to point out that it gives you nightmares every single time.
They're the two of them. Just like both of them. On a scale from 1 to okay, that's not. I mean, you're asking me to compare like to a Lovecraftian horror. There, we start talking about Gygas. But pretty. I would say put it square in the uncanny valley, and edge it more into the nightmare field territory.
Nightmare.
Oh, so how I feel about the early Yu-Gi-Oh manga drawing style.
Oh, I like that style, but yes. There. I just DM'd it to my voice actors because they've both played the game. They've both played too. So yeah, we will continue to see what Baby Lang has to say next time, and hopefully finish up the case so that way we can start the long final case on Saturday.
Hey, yep.
Oh my god. Essentially, how lengthy case 5 is the norm for how lengthy cases are in investigations too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me just see here. So y'all know I'm not speaking in hyperbole. Katie and I had done some hours. Like we had looked at the Ace Attorney overall, the Ace Attorney series overall, and just like out of curiosity. And Katie, were you taking like the average hours?
Yeah, I was taking average.
Okay, because howlongtobeat.com has people inputting their own stuff. So it's like if you do the main story, if you do main and a little extra, or if you're a completionist. So like right now, we'll say they have like Stray 2022 and like Portal 2 are on the main page right now. And so like Portal 2, the main story, they're like, it's about 8.5 hours from the cumulative data that everyone's pulled together. The main and extra is 13.5 hours, and completionist is 21 hours. If you're like trying to get all the trophies and stuff, or all the achievements, depending on what you're playing as, like PlayStation or Xbox or Steam, whatever. So Katie and I compiled everything, and it takes about, if you do not sleep whatsoever.
Yeah, it's about 15 days straight.
About 15 days.
And that's if you don't sleep.
Yeah, 15
Holy
days. So
shit.
about 360 hours. I divided, and I believe it's about 360 hours. It takes to play.
That is a chunk of change.
Well, that's all 10 games. That is the whole last series. 15 days. Without sleep. So Ace Attorney Investigations. The first one...
It's like anywhere between like, I think it's like the median that we decided. It's anywhere between like 2 weeks and 15 days.
Yeah,
more inching towards like the longer.
Yeah, it's 14 going into it's 2 weeks going into 2 weeks in a day. But the first Ace Attorney Investigations takes 23 to 24 hours. I would like to remind you guys that the average for the Ace Attorney trilogy, the whole ass trilogy, was about 55 hours. So it's a little under half of how long it takes. Or actually, it's about half, actually, of how long it takes. And that's just this game.
Jesus.
Gyakuten Kenji 2, as it's known in Japan, because it never got a translation and will not get a translation over here, as much as people bitch and moan and whine and plead, will not happen, takes anywhere from 35 to 45 hours. The second game alone. And there's only 5 cases. Then again,
if anyone tells you it only takes like a week to get through them all, you can just be like,
okay.jpg.
Yeah. What you smoking, bro?
Yeah, like, did a bot play it for you?
Did you unlock the limitless pill?
Yeah.
That's how long I spent on a half-assed run of 15. Oh my god, 15 took me like, because I did everything, Final Fantasy 15 took me like 50 to 60 hours. I think the hours I had on my playthrough that I did for you guys, you can see it's well into the hundreds. Because I was doing side quests and shit. And like post-game side quests and shit. But yeah, Katie is correct. If anybody is like, if anybody's like, yeah, I could do it in this amount of time, you know, if they give you any number under 2 weeks, be like, really, when did you sleep? For reference, here's a non-spoiler. This is a non-spoiler because I'm just giving you the time frames. The in Great Ace Attorney, so in Daigakuten, in the first game, the tutorial case usually takes about an hour if you're playing it on your own and we're not voicing it. It takes about maybe an hour, hour and a half. Playing it on my own, and Katie as well, took us 4 hours.
Yeah.
The final case, again, for Katie and
that's a whole day event.
The final case literally took Katie and I 12 fucking hours, and that's just the final run of the final case, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That's just
it is a fucking gauntlet.
It is a gauntlet.
Yeah. Don't do what I did.
Which is
I feel like that's good life advice in general, but like, what are we talking about specifically?
Yeah.
Don't like 3 exact characters.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna talk about how hard you screwed yourself.
There are 3 characters that you cannot have as your favorite characters because I did, and it's a fucking mistake.
She told me too, because she was like, oh, I like so-and-so. And I was like, okay, that's really cute. I like that you like that character. And she's like, oh, I really like so-and-so. And I'm like, okay, that's a surprise. That's really cool. And she's like, and I really like so-and-so. And I'm like...
And at least one of those I called from, maybe 2 of them, I called from 5 miles away.
And I mean,
one of them, I went into the series knowing, I was like, I'm just going to fucking like this character.
And I just froze. And I was like, oh no, because I had recently finished playing the Daigakuten duology. And I was like, oh shit. And I was internally screaming the whole last time until Katie got to the last case, because I was like, you fucked yourself. And she's like, what did I do? And I'm like, I can't tell you. And she was like, Danny, and I'm like, I can't tell you. And then she got to the last case and she was like, Danny, why? And I'm like, you fucked yourself. You fucked yourself. And she was so upset the whole fucking time. I was on the phone with her for all 12 hours for moral support, because I mean, it is a rough ass case, regardless. Like, regardless of if you have like a huge attachment to these characters or not, it is just a rough ass case, like in a really good way. It's just, but it is a rough ass case. The pacing is great though. A+. They knew exactly when things needed to be lightened up. They actually knew how to bring you up out of that too. It's very, very good. They're very, very good with the pacing. But I'm not going to get specific. So, but, because I know people haven't played Daigakuten in the chat, so, or haven't finished it, either or. So, yeah, but it is just a rough-ass case, but the fact that Katie liked these 3 characters specifically, I was like, do you want me on the phone? And she was like, I mean, if you want, and I was like, I'm gonna stay on the phone with you. I was like, I'm not gonna leave you by yourself, buddy. So we had a 12-hour phone call that day.
You had to keep me from you had to keep me from going off the edge, because I was like, I'm just gonna shut this down and walk away and not do this ever again.
She was so close to just shutting it down. And I was like, Katie, if you put it down, you're not gonna pick it back up. And you were like, yeah, that's right.
I know, that's the point.
Yeah, well, you were also like, that's the point, but you were also like, I can't not find out what happens.
Yeah.
You were so torn. I was like, you just keep going. I was like, I promise there is a moment. And when it happened, you were delighted. You were like, oh my God, a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
And you were actually smiling and everything. And I was like, oh, thank God. It actually works. Like, it's not just me. It actually works. That means the pacing is correct. Classic Katie picking the characters that do the most damage. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I think we all have that talent. I think everybody in stream and in chat right now has that talent.
Yeah.
Laughs in your favorite defense attorney. Laughs in Katie's favorite defense attorney.
Laughs in my favorite prosecutor. Laughs in all of my favorite Kamen Rider characters. Laughs in my favorite The World Ends With You character.
Who Katie's gonna punch in the face.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh, she absolutely should. Like, I'm not gonna stop her.
Oh yeah. That is true. That is true growth, though. Knowing that you love these characters, but they deserve a punch in the face. Instead of being
He
like,
did nothing wrong. No, he did everything wrong,
Yeah,
and that's why I like him.
hey, Katie, did Dio do anything wrong?
No, he did nothing wrong.
Katie can't get through Dio did nothing wrong without laughing every time, so I exploit that all the time. And it works every time. He fucked it all the way up, but he's still my favorite. Well, now you just stole my autobiography title.
At least it's better than mine.
You want to share that?
My autobiography title is My Life, the Shakespearean Comedy.
I did, Kazi. I did nothing wrong. You're wrong, but I love you. Oh my god. Katie had this wonderful zinger. This is what I'm gonna leave you guys on because her sense of humor. Again, she's just really good at precision strikes. We were writing something together, and one of the characters was like, "Oh, good lord, this is like something out of a terrible comedy," and Katie made a side comment of "just like my life."
Yep.
Like, I could feel it coming. I could literally feel it coming. I was like, oh no, here it comes. And then it popped up. I was like, there's gonna be some snark from Katie about how it's just like her, and then on popped up, just like my life. Yep. Like, there she is.
There it be.
Oh man. So yeah, we will hopefully finish this case on Thursday so we can start the long, arduous trial of the final case. I actually don't hate this case. A lot of people, this game is infamous for if you talk about investigations, people are like, oh my god, the final case. And I'm like, all right, it's not that bad. Guys, I got through it without a guide. It's really not that bad. Like, because I played it the week it came out.
It's
there weren't
not
any
hard.
guides.
It's just fucking tedious.
Yeah.
It can be hard, depending.
I think tedious is a better description of it, though.
Tedious is a better descriptor for sure. It can be incredibly tedious. So, but I mean, a lot of people are just like, "Oh my god, took forever," and I'm like, "Yeah, but there's a really good reason why." So it's okay. Like, I get it. It's tedious, but it's not as bad as you're remembering it. It really isn't. Like, I'm sure by the end of it, we're all gonna be like, Jesus Christ, I just ran a marathon.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to find out why. As I say, as I will be in bed by 7 on Thursday. Yeah, because you're going on your trip. Don't worry, there are VODs and the YouTube recordings as well. So either way, you will find out. Don't worry, we won't be ending the case until like probably 2 weeks from when we start. I wish I was exaggerating, but we'll be lucky to be done with it by Thanksgiving break, I think.
Something like that.
Oh yeah, you have time to catch up. You're good. So, yeah, this has been the session. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it. We will wait for you, Ren, but I'm gonna give my outro. So thank you guys on YouTube for watching, and we will see you guys next time. This has been Danny and Katie and a surprise Miri to make commentary because she is free.
Free.
Hey, Katie.
Free.
I'm sorry, I was ordering booze.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's more important.
that,
honestly.
yeah, no, like legit priorities. It's okay. For anyone,
Sorry.
for anyone on YouTube fucking concerned, we are all above legal age. Y'all are fine.
I promise,
was-
even though at least 2 of us sound like we're 12.
I'm gonna date myself.
Okay.
Hey, any of y'all out there remember Full Metal Panic Fumofu? I was 13 when that aired.
Oh man, yeah. Go look up Full Metal Panic Fumofu and find out what it aired. We're all old enough. I too sound like I'm 12. Don't feel bad.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I stopped growing when I was 14.
What? All right.
What could possibly be the context?
With that precision strike, we're gonna work that out in chat. Thank you, YouTube, and we'll see you guys later.